Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. I spotted with my little eye, a hot take thread. I was just getting up a little while ago, and there was one, take in here I saw a lot of quotes for, and I was like, yeah, I gotta jump on that one. Sorry, but I'm here. I'm here now. There is a point we gotta talk about. I would plead with people to understand. I mean, there is a correlation between little interest and, characters that don't have a lot of juice. I mean, it's just, like if I sat here and told you guys that it's looking to me like the character that has the lowest interest of all time would be LR Baby Gohan and Baby Goten, what would you guys would you say? Oh, of course, it's baby possessed Gohan and Goten, right? Like, yeah, yeah, right? Like, yeah, dude. All right, let's go. Let's see what else we got in here. Okay, so we got like a little One Piece going on. Okay, sure. They were better than physical Gogeta on release. I don't think so. So when we're talking about on release, we're talking about 2022. Certainly back then it was closer. I remember still thinking physical Gogeta was better than the gods because of the counter, but remember that in 2022 the counter was just a dodge. So it's like the gods dodged and physical Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was dodging with the counter. So what that means is the hardest fight in the game, Broly, victimized both LRs, physical Gogeta and the gods. I remember being slightly more a fan of physical Gogeta, but I mean, it was certainly closer. Nowadays, it's not even close, right? Because it's like that counter is just, it's ridiculous. Back then, it was certainly closer. Like, at least, like, not a big deal. Like, I remember for a long time during that year, like, I would put them in the same, like, tier. Like this, again, slightly I liked physical Gogeta more, but, like, this is not, like, a crazy statement. This guy deserved the world for his EZA. I mean, okay. As the last LR EZA of his year was done so awfully, don't give a shit if he was good initially. He fell off instantly and was worthless immediately next month. Well, I mean, a lot of that has to do with when he comes out. At just period, point blank, a lot of characters in October, November, December, January, throughout the years have met instant demise with anniversary power creep. It's a tale as old as time. Like, we know how it goes. I don't like this guy. I remember being like, he was very exciting when he first came out in 2017. I remember he got top grossing. It was like a huge deal, and it was like very grand and stuff. But I mean, maybe it's just me. Yeah, I feel like I've never really had like a huge attachment to this character. And like, I remember he was a huge meme of how long it took him to EZA too. People were like constantly talking about how long it's taken him to EZA, but this was a character I guess has never really been super on my radar. All right, let's keep going here. Another Dragon Ball Saga LR that's free to play. I'll vomit. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, nothing is gonna stop him from doing like a part 2 LR. I mean, for like a Dragon Ball Saga centric celebration, but the only thing I'll say is outside of really once Demon King Piccolo shows up, OG Dragon Ball, when it comes to the games, just doesn't have much. Like, dude, we're just gonna have the same conversation over and over and over, and people they put their fingers in their ears, they close their eyes, and they say no. But like, bro, like we know, like the elephant in the room, like it's just like this is not. Like, this isn't what Dragon Ball has become. Like, Dragon Ball was more, like, adventure-centric. Goku traveling around collecting the Dragon Balls, right? Bulma making these crazy inventions. Like, Goku, like, fighting, like thugs of the Red Ribbon Army and stuff like that. Like, it's not... Now it's, like, planet-destroying, like, earth-shattering battles, right? Like, Super Saiyan battles. So, it's like, when they drop characters like this, like Twitter is very loud that they love it. But then, like, you know, the actual players of Dokkan mostly don't give a fuck, unfortunately. It's just how it goes. Now, again, people get mad at me for just telling y'all the truth. I love OG Dragon Ball. I love Saiyan Saga. I love all that shit. I do. Dude, I've always loved all this stuff. But, I mean, it's just unfortunate there's a time and a place. Now, we saw OG Dragon Ball LR. I mean, it was one of the, you know, again, like, lowest interest months we've seen. I will say this, though, and, you know, this is something that Dragon Ball fans should really, like, latch onto. When they did decide to go to an OG Dragon Ball Dokkan Fest most recently and do OG Dragon Ball LR, they were really fucking good. They didn't fumble the one moment they got, basically. So that, I think, is something that people should, like, latch onto a little harder than they do. I don't, like, I see all the crying about Tao, right? And, I feed into it because it's just very silly. But, like, no one talks about, like, just, like, how fucking good he was. Like, you guys know Tao was actually super good, right? Like, it's actually, like, a beast. And same with Tien. Like, Tien was, like, a monster. Like, these guys are good in the GDC fights, man. Like, and people are too busy, like, bitching about, like, the hype versus non-hype shit and stuff. Like, I mean, guys, it is what it is. You're fighting a battle that was lost a long time ago, right? Like, 30 years ago. Like, it is what it is. Now, do I want to see my Bulma Dokkan Fest? Yes, I do. Do I think Kid Goku could get a Dokkan Fest LR? I sure do, right? So we'll see. But, again, remember, like, you know, they're gonna go for, like, hype shit. And then, you know, we'll drop down. Like, right now, again, we're dropping, like, kind of like some, like, not super crazy stuff. Right? Like, if this baby celebration, if they wanted to do it and have, like, a lot of juice, the biggest way that this celebration could have juice probably would be Dokkan Fest Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the LR Baby. But Baby needed the Dokkan Fest, and they already used LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I mean, this celebration would have way more interest right now had this guy not existed. Although this is one of the best 10th anniversary, like, this is one of the best characters of the year, this guy. But if he didn't exist going into this celebration, people would care way more because this guy, people would think he's about to release. And it's just, you know, like, this is what people care about. I'm sorry. The majority of people, 99% of people, they care about this, not this. Sorry. But this is not what people playing this game mostly care about. Shit like this. They don't. Like, it's, like, I'm not giving my opinion. I'm telling you a fucking fact. But at the same time, yeah, give me my Dokkan Fest LR Kid Goku. I'm down with that. I'm down with that, man. Like, the full-on redo. Like, we did that video where it's like, what characters need to be redone? And, yeah, this guy's a Dokkan Fest LR. Oh, baby. And then this would be his LR art. I mean, obviously looking way better. But this, when he's mean-mugging Demon King Piccolo. Oh, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. And Demon King Piccolo is next up on one of these characters disrespected really needs a Dokkan Fest. Demon King Piccolo is high up on the list now. This was the best design part 2 LR ever. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so 7th anniversary, I'm taking him over both of them. 6th anniversary, I'm taking this Goku over both of them. 5th anniversary, I'm taking this guy over both of them. And 4th anniversary, absolutely as well. 2020 was the Angel Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. I'm taking this guy. 2021 was the Vegeta and Goku Revive character and Krillin and Gohan. I'm taking this Goku. 2022 worldwide was Metal Cooler and Goku and Vegeta. I'm taking this Goku right here. 2023, that would be the year this guy came out. Yeah, this is correct. This is a factual statement. Yes, I agree. Yeah, here we go. This is what I saw. This is what I saw right here. So here's the thing. They are forgettable and they are boring. I'm sorry. Like, it's, yeah, Pikkon and Dragon Ball Saga Tien are forgettable and are boring. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it is what it is. Like, it's, like, even to, like, have to go through this conversation. Like, we're arguing about the grass being green, unfortunately. You know, sorry. Dokkan failed these units by not giving them solid leads to run under. Now, I saw people quoting this, and they were like, I'm interpreting this as them not being on good teams. Leads to run under, like put PyCon on another team, put T on another team. That's the way I'm reading this statement. But I saw a lot of people were talking about their actual leads themselves. But, I mean, if that's the point being made, then that's one of the worst points we've seen in one of these hot take threads, by far. Because yellow coin LRs have never been good leaders until this year! This is a good leader skill! And so is this. It's niche, but this is, like, strong. So there's no way we're talking about their own leads. Because this is just... like, you've just never paid attention to any yellow coin LR that's released in the last 5 years? 6? We've paid no attention to any yellow coin LR in the last 6 years. Like, PyCon and TN, we're not going to be fucking Dokkan Fest LRs. Leading GDC or anniversary or something, right? Like, I don't think so. Like, I love what the 10th anniversary did with the 6 LRs and the theme of the entirety of Dragon Ball so they could touch everything. But, like, it would be a bunch of extra carnivals. I mean, even if, you know, like, they still wouldn't be the Dokkan Fest. So, this was bizarre to me. Like, they are forgettable and they are boring. I'm sorry. But, I mean, Tien was really good. PyCon, also, I mean, the oddities of his kit, and certainly him not really being on, like, strong categories at the time. Tournament participants ended up being kind of like a mess. It was just a mess. But, like, Tien is fucking good. And Tien's leader skill is good. And Tien is on a good team. Tao's team. He's on Tao's team, which is a good team. So, this is just, I don't know, it's just strange. Like, this just, it's, everything here is wrong. They are forgettable. They are boring. I guess Dokkan did not fail Tien. No, they didn't. And I will say, like, again, that June celebration was not as, like, I thought it was pretty good for a June celebration. If you want to say Dokkan failed PyCon, I think that's pretty accurate, right? For sure. But the Tien had a good team. He had a good leader skill. He's strong. I don't, like, besides asking for him to be a Dokkan Fest LR, I don't know, like, what more you can ask for. I mean, again, I understand, like, you guys gotta understand, like, you're, like, I don't know, like, Discord groups or Twitter groups or something is, like the loud minority of players who say, like, oh my god, like, you know, like, we need, like, these guys, like, to be, like, the big time releases. Like, that's not what the majority of players interested in the game want, right? Like, these, like, dead periods, it's, you know, usually attached to stuff like this. Because, like, when we get to one of these months, right, where it's, like, a slow type of month, historically, but then they drop, like, a big-time Saiyan, there's interest, right? Like, people do care. So, just, you know, just pointing that out. All right, let's see. 10th anniversary pissed me off so bad. Okay. Seeing a lot of people say this. Usually, I think their points are a little weak. Maybe this will be a little better here. Celebration claiming to celebrate Dragon Ball. Yeah, okay, I mean, I agree. I do agree with this. I in a celebration where there was 6 summonable LR slots, I felt like they easily could have made OG Dragon Ball one of them. They could have, rather than 2 fucking Tournament of Power, yeah, here you go. Sideline OG release making a free-to-play LR. Gave us 2 Tournament of Power units, both of which were ass. I mean, this guy is better than people remember him, so is this guy. This character, it's like turn 1, they were a disaster, and then after that, they were super, super good. But there didn't need to be 2 Tournament of Power LRs. Yes, for sure. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan was annoying to use. That's not even, this is like factually wrong. Like, the thing about Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is you could kind of just drop him in there and he would work effectively. He didn't need to, again, Dokkan Twitter does love characters that need to be babied heavily. Like, they like very high risk, very high reward characters. Think of like Dokkan Fest Super Trunks or something like that. Like a character that's a loser 99% of the time, but then that 1% time they're a god. That's what Dokkan Twitter likes. And that's why Dokkan Twitter hates Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Because he was just mid. Like, he wasn't bad. He wasn't really good. Like, he was just sitting there and would perform at like a similar level every time. And Dokkan Twitter hates that. They want a character for like people to like really be pressing that, oh, the character's so bad because look at this like big explosion. Like you could do that with like Vegeta and, you know, Frieza. Like, you know, you'd see a shot of Frieza dying turn 1, and then Dokkan Twitter is like fiending. I'm gonna farm a clip. Oh, my Frieza didn't die turn 1. Like, that's what they want. So that's why they hate Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. But he isn't all that good anymore. Yeah, just like the entire first half of this year. Right? Almost every character from the start of this year is very weak after GDC. Just like 2022. The perfect analogy for this year, like comparing this to another year, is 2022. Where it's the same thing. The whole first half of 2022 was mostly ass. And then, you know, the second half was really, really good. So far, I do think Dokkan is doing good. I'd like more time with the Gohan and Goten. I mean, they're not technically even out yet, right? Before I'll call them like a hit or an L. But currently, I mean, people cry so much about Dokkan right now. Let's look at major releases of the last 6 months. Baby is a hit. Wrath Broly is a hit. Golden Frieza Gogeta, hit. Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, hit. Omega, hit. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, hit. Rose, hit. Blue Goku Vegeta, hit. Tien, hit. Tao, hit. Kale and Khalifa, hit. Blue Kaioken Goku, fumble. That's how fucking far back we have to go to hit a fumble. No other year is like that. Like, I understand that there's different problems we have. 2024, you couldn't do that. You're not going 6 months and not, like, having a fumble there. So, I, like, understand, like, there's, like, you know, justifiable frustrations. Like, I think this is a good point. This is a good point. This is a good point right here. There didn't need to be 2 tournament power characters. Like, Goku and Frieza as a moment, like, I felt like needed to be there more than Vegeta. But I also could see Dokkan, like, I imagine what happened was they were thinking, like, we have to have a Vegeta here. Like, they gotta. But, and it's like, I don't know. Like, Majin Vegeta felt like a good pick, but maybe since Super Vegeta was already there, they don't want to do that. But, I don't know. I guess they probably just wanted a Vegeta, is why this guy exists. Because this feels like this probably should have been there, but, like, you need a Vegeta there. And you do, because Vegeta, I mean, Dragon Ball Super, like, Goku is still the main character, but, like, I mean, Vegeta is, like, right there as, like, you know, getting, like, big importance in Dragon Ball Super. So, yeah, but I would have loved Kid Goku as a Dokkan Fest LR instead of one of the 2 Eternal Power LRs. So that's why, even though this is, like, the moment that should have been there more, axe this character, replace it with Kid Goku, and I personally would like the celebration, I think, a little bit more, right? Treatment of Daima has been disrespectful. Yeah. No one is against this point. Like, it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. If, like, at the second, I could have, if Daima was Golden Week, like, I was like, yeah, I wouldn't have been bothered. Like, you know, like, okay, like, they, you know, they had Golden Week coming right up. They decided that's where they're going to drop Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Seems like a W to me. But, I mean, we're now, you know, quite a ways away from that, dude. So, 2 free-to-play TURs that aren't good. Mid-TUR. Yeah, this guy is, this is my personal pick for worst character of the year. For sure. This guy. Yeah. Yeah, so, like, everyone agrees with this, for sure. Like, no one is satisfied with what they did with Daima, for sure. Now I know my favorite year of Dokkan was 2023. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about with Dokkan Twitter, right? Loving these characters that are, like, really easy. Because that's what 2023 Dokkan was, with Turles and Kale and stuff. It's crazy. Because 2023 was clearly the worst year. I will give Majin here, Majin, I'll give them credit, because they haven't been complaining about EZAs. Right? No EZA complaints in here, really. I mean, besides this guy, but, like, that's not talking about this year, right? I would have jumped. I would have went into attack mode if we were going to say, oh, this year is a little weak because EZAs aren't that good. But then, like, if they would have said, oh, but 2023 Dokkan was my favorite, I would have jumped. Because 2023 Dokkan, that is where you have the really bad, never put 2025's name in your fucking mouth if you're going to talk about EZAs and you're going to say it's the worst. You go back to 2023, bro, Int Goku Black STR Jiren and physical Vegeta were in the span of 3 consecutive month like major EZAs. Like, it's crazy. Highest highs, lowest lows. I don't agree with highest highs, but first part up until Kale was all home run releases. Yeah, I mean, if you go back, I do think starting with who came first, AGL Gogeta and Physical Broly, they EZA'd. No, I mean, really, starting from like the superhero celebration up until about the end of the anniversary, it was just like one of the best periods in Dokkan history. It was so good because that was the best I think Dokkan has almost ever done. 10th anniversary qualifies as well, of like spacing out content where it's like actually every like 3 days, every 4 days, shit was dropping. For like 2 months, it was like that on JP Dokkan. But unfortunately, Global didn't get to experience that because they, like, remember, they pushed Gohan and Cell's EZA back for no reason months. It's stupid. Up until Kale was all home run releases. Okay, we're going to skip over STR17. Okay, sure. I mean, sure. Yeah, that Goku was good. Chala Gohan, I mean, I hated his kit, and he, you know, that Gohan is on the list of lowest interest characters of all time. He is. That Saiyan Saga Kid Gohan, he should not have been a part of Anniversary. He is, I can't let you say he was a dub. I can't. The free-to-play LR of We Gotta Power. Wait, am I forgetting? Isn't that 2022? That's 2022, right? And wait, am I? Uh-oh, Chad, is my brain broken? We Gotta Power was 2022, wasn't it? I'm looking at Global, so the anniversary's in a different spot. Yeah, you're getting mixed up. The We Gotta Power was 7th anniversary. That's 2022. They're talking about this character right here. This is 2022 because it's their intro, the intro. Yeah, I mean this is iconic. This is awesome. This character wasn't that good, but I mean this is great. I love this. Oh yeah. I was saying that Saiyan Saga Kid Gohan should have been the free-to-play character. Spirit Bombs were fire. God Goku, yeah, of course. Amazing 10 out of 10 God Goku. What a ridiculous... Damn, yeah, I mean, you do got to feel good for God Goku fans. It seems God Goku's very popular. You know, they were screaming for God Goku for a long time, and they finally got him, and it was this fucking guy who was God all year, right? So... you know, same thing for, like, you know, OG Dragon Ball fans with, like, that's why people would say, like, 2023, because Piccolo Jr. and like, 23rd World Tournament Goku, them, along with God Goku, they ran shit all year. I remember playing Yakuza 0 in December of that year, and people were still arguing God Goku versus 23rd World Tournament Goku, right? They ran shit all year, dude. I haven't had a chance to play trophies recently. It's been sad, but you know, it is what it is. I got to get back and get the platinum for Yakuza 0, by the way. Yakuza 0 and... oh, whoops, I went too far. Yakuza 0 and Yakuza 1. Like, I've got the hard... I don't know why I got sidetracked. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now, but I do got to show... I did get the hardest thing done. 100%. I literally learned Mahjong. I got that done, and then in Yakuza. The problem here, though, and complete 100%, I'm going to go to Yakuza 2. Dude, I got to get back to Yakuza so fucking badly, dude. But I'm going to hop into this one, which people tell me this is actually the best Yakuza. This one, Kiwami 2. But, like, I don't know that I really remember how to play Mahjong. Like, I'm going to have to, like, learn how to play Mahjong again. Oh, wow, this is only a silver? So this one probably isn't as hard then. Okay. Yeah, because this is on the Dragon engine or whatever. Dude, I can't wait to play this one. Oh, chat. There's just so many games, man. There's just really so many good games. Oh, anyway. Yeah, 2023 is not my favorite year. Hell no. No way. Uh-oh. Oh, none of these are from this year. Okay. Pass. Majin is doing a good job. Start talking about 2025 EZAs, I'll get triggered. I will. Because they've been really good. Okay, Dokkan handling of LR EZAs is painful. Yeah, no, this is correct. But it's not even LR EZAs. It's all EZAs. It's a coin flip. It is. This is true. This is a correct statement. It's a coin flip whether your favorite is worth using or dead on arrival. That's 100% correct. It's a factual statement. Yes. That's literally true. Outside of Anniversary Dokkan Fest, so this character is not a coin flip. This is going to be, this character will EZ8, and I promise you right now, they will be better than every single character currently in Dokkan as of October 15th, 2025. This character EZAs, they will be better than every single character in the game right now. They will be better than Omega, better than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, better than the Blues. They'll be better than all of them. That's what's going to happen. That's guaranteed. But like any other EZAs, definitely not guaranteed. Here's some that Dokkan has butchered in front of me. Oh, worth it once the ones everyone gives a shit about are peak. I mean, I guess that's a reference to the Anniversary Dokkan Fest, right? God Goku, he was okay. He was okay. Same thing here. He was okay. He had some good niche uses. He was okay. Yeah, going back, I would probably say this guy was just shit, I think. And then they fucking, this character was fucking ass, dude. Oh my god. Because the problem with that character, right, the reason they sucked, is, what's funny is I was going to say this is still a very recent unit, so it's very fresh in my mind, but they are now a year old. Okay. Yeah, all of my old Dokkan information. It's because, dude, there's so many characters kits that, like, I have to, you know, have, like, a mental note on, right? Like, I've explained this, but a lot of these characters kits, I do, in my brain, I do have, like, a skeleton of a lot of their kits. So, like, I vaguely remember, like, you know, like, Bulma, like, you know, is dodging. She's got her Rainbow Orb changing, support. Same with Mai. Like, I know Videl wants to go in slot 1 or 2, or, excuse me, 1 or 3. Like, I know that this character is just kind of like a dodger, like, just dodge. The problem here, right, is that if the revive was a team protector mechanic, this character would be super good. But the problem is that this guy fucking sucked and would die himself. So this is not a team protector mechanic. You have to use it with him or you'll lose, right? Because he's so bad. So yeah, they were all, yeah. I've seen some people agree with Peppy Gals needs to get better treatment. Sure. I have seen some tweets of this lately as well. Let me read this and then I'll give my take. So Peppy Gals needs better treatment, deserves big celebration like Heroes. Oh, Heroes isn't a big celebration, though. If you're just saying a celebration like Heroes, then yeah, of course. If they don't intend to put anything in that slot, Peppy Gals deserves a slot. I don't, like, that's not, like, whatever. That's not a big deal. Like, if you're talking about, like, Peppy Gals needs to be, like, GDC or something, it's like, all right, let's relax. But if you're saying, like, they could replace Heroes with a Peppy Gals slot, I mean, most people wouldn't, like, people are just, like, I don't know, like, loud on Twitter, like, they'll drop Dokkan Fest Bulma. People won't give a fuck. I actually be pretty cheesed about that. Like, this, like, if I'm giving picks, like, what low interest character do I want to see get a unit? It's Namek Bulma getting a Dokkan Fest. Because, look, this is just Bulma. Every Bulma they release these days is basically Kid Bulma from Dragon Ball, right? I mean, even though Youth is not, this is still Youth Bulma. She's on Youth, right? Oh, she's not. That's interesting. I get because she's in a sexy outfit. I guess that makes sense. Because, like, this is the same Bulma, but she's on Youth, right? Like, it's like this is Bulma. This is literally. Is this the same episode? This is like this. This is the same. I think this is the same episode, dude. This is either one episode difference or it's the same episode. Okay. I guess it's because she's in, like, the sexy bunny costume, I guess is why. Yeah, all they do is drop OG Dragon Ball Bulmas. I want Bulma from Namek. This is what I'm looking for right here. Because I mean, it's not, you know, again, yeah, like, you know, people aren't going to care, but Dokkan should still do, like, these, like, they can't do, you know, all right, Dokkan Fest Majin Vegeta. All right, now we're doing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. All right, now we're doing Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now we're doing Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now we're doing Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Like, they can't do that either. Like, they gotta go back and forth, right? So, you know, when we do another one of these, like, you know, low hype characters, Bulma from Namek with the robots and shit, make her, like, a dominant support character, could be really fun. I mean, remember, this is one of the best characters in Dokkan history, right? Just a yellow coin LR, ridiculous support type character, like, they could do that again. They deserve a good lead. Yeah, that's why, like, you know, Android 18 or Bulma could get a Dokkan Fest. Mai and Chi-Chi, I don't... I guess Chi-Chi could get a Dokkan. I guess. Chi-Chi just has such a limited fighting. That's the thing that people don't get with Videl. Like, Videl actually is, like, barely, like, actually, like a actual, like, fighter. Like, ki blast flying fighter, right? Like, she flies, but there is... Isn't there, like, one point where she does a ki blast and something? Like, maybe, like, is it the Yo Son Goku and Friends Return special or something, maybe? I don't know, but, yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Peppy Gals getting a lead. I mean, Android 18, the Android 18 that beats down Vegeta, there's nothing stopping her from being a Peppy Gal lead, an Android lead, and, like, an Android / Cell Saga lead or something like that, right? Sorry to people who don't give a shit about him. You asked for this? Wait. STR Bulma for villains. Need to get support lead, please. Wait, what? Oh, wait, I'm not following this. Sorry to people who don't give a shit about him. Who, Omega? I'm actually a little confused what the point is. Omega is, Omega is one of the best 4 units in the game, yes. A Bulma-like presence, yeah, we could probably say that. Bulma, I think, was a little bit less limited. Like, we could use her in more spots, but, I mean, Omega's really good. Villains always had one lead. This one, I guess I'm just dumb. This one, I'm not really understanding what the point of this is, but I'll just end it by saying Omega's really pog. Like, we could say that, right? Sorry to the babies, but Dokkan will have unhyped releases. Yeah, like everyone knows this. There's never like these type of statements. Sometimes I feel like they're like vaguely aimed at me. But I never said Tao shouldn't have had a Dokkan Fest. He should, right? Like Kale. I was kind of pumped about Kale when she got a Dokkan Fest back then. I loved Bulma was crazy. They do need. Oh yeah, this is Dokkan Fest Videl. For a split second, I thought I was about to rage because it was the AGL Videl. She's one of the worst units of the year. This Videl is so bad, it's criminal. I can't believe how bad they made her. She's so shit because of this. If this is just turn 1, this character is really effective. But like them doing this, she just sucks. Because it's like the first time you see her, you have to float her. And like it's just horrible design, dude. Absolutely the worst. Dokkan will have unhyped releases. Yes, peaks and valleys. I've been saying peaks and valleys for literal years. Yeah. Hype to people who care. Yeah, sure, that's true. Like there's like I've seen there is one account that's like a mega like STR Super 17 fan, right? Like there's you get all these like accounts or people like there are people who like their favorite is Android 21. She gets her Dokkan Fest. So that was pretty. I was really excited when she got a Dokkan Fest, right? But yeah. Kale, Tao, Kid Goku, Videl, Bulma. Kid Goku's on a different level than these characters. Maybe not episode 1 Kid Goku, but Kid Goku's not on the same tier as Kale, Tao, Videl, Bulma. He's not. These releases matter. They deserve Dokkan Fest. Don't think someone... Yeah, see, this is the thing. Like, no one ever said Tao didn't deserve a Dokkan Fest. Like, that literally didn't happen, so... Just throwing that out there. Tao did kind of, like, factually bring the game to its lowest point ever. Although, Tao fans, I've got good news for you. I think Tao's reign was short-lived, because the new king of that is going to be Baby. And the baby Gohan and Goten. That they're going to be the new kings. That Tao may be replaced. We'll see. All right, last take. The way anniversaries are changed by the structure of the 9th anniversary is amazing. Had always been Goku and Vegeta or Fusions or GT. Well, yeah, but then they went to... then they went to Goku, Vegeta, Fusions, and GT for 10th anniversary. Well, yes, it's always going to be Goku, Vegeta, Fusions, or GT, because that's the popular shit. Like, you're so close to getting it. You almost get it. Yes, because that's the popular shit. It doesn't go any deeper than I do not know who makes the final call. I suspect it's not Amatsu. Like, I don't know, like, Amatsu could make some of these call, like, all right, let's do this character, and he can get vetoed by a higher up, right? So I don't know what the full decision-making process is, but they're not sitting in, like, some boardroom or wherever they are. And it's like, okay, like, these games, Dokkan and Legends, they make so much of their yearly revenue in the big celebrations. Again, that's just, I mean, you guys on Twitter just have to understand, okay? They're not going to take a risk. Like, they're not going to go, all right, let's try Tao. Right? Like, it's just not going to happen. Now, the thing with this, okay, so Born Unpredictable for Goku Vegeta Fusions or GT, you say that, but that's, the game has way more interest when those characters are dropping. They changed that characters like Gohan, Gammas, and Broly are headliners. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Broly fights Gogeta. Like, it's what, like, Janemba was an anniversary headliner because he fights Gogeta. So, like, Broly's not a good analogy. Broly's also a fucking super, like, Broly is not a good pick for this. And then here's the thing with Gohan and the Gammas. This was, like, the newest, hypest thing in Dragon Ball. This new transformation. So, like, I see what you're going with. This is more so that Dragon Ball itself decided to put Gohan and Piccolo on the forefront for superhero. I mean, I personally really enjoyed it. I loved it. And I do love when it comes to the structure of the story, right? Like, not just having it be the Goku show. Go back to me talking about the Turn of Power in 2017. We always knew the writing for the Turn of Power was bad, with 17 and Ultimate Gohan being Super Saiyan Blue level. But the series is better for that, right? Like, Beast, Gohan just all of a sudden is just, UI level. The series is better with Gohan being that, right? Like, Orange Piccolo just being like, oh, fuck it. Shenron, can you just make me, Ultra Instinct level as well? And Shenron just being like, yep, gotcha, fam. The series is better with that, right? It just is. And so, like, that decision led to them being an anniversary type characters because, these are brand new transformations that were barely in game, is more so what it is. The Gammas, were just kind of like there by association. That's like Janemba, or, I mean, I would say, Broly as well, because he's just fighting Blue Gogeta, who's, like, super popular. But, yeah, I mean, we're going to go into 11th anniversary, and, I mean, get ready, because Goku Vegeta Fusions GT, I mean, yeah, there's a good chance, man. I mean, I do think that this year, they did use all fusions, right? GT, they used Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. They could still use the Super Saiyan 4 Goku from the Omega fight. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta hasn't had a solo unit for a while, so they could easily do them for 11th anniversary. I think Superhero, huge chance to be part of anniversary. I think Namek this year does have, I think, a good shot at being part of anniversary, but Namek is still Goku. Unless they're specifically saying, like, Goku and Vegeta together. Because 11th anniversary, good chance it's not that, right? It might be, Goku versus Frieza, or Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but not necessarily, like, a pairing with a Goku, right? All right, yeah, this was a really good thread. This is a good one. I was waiting. As soon as I saw my favorite year of Dokkan was 2023, my sword and axes were pointed, but never talked about the 2025 EZAs, so you pass. Yeah, this was a fun one, for sure. Again, remember, I mean, it's just, guys, it's right in front of your face about these characters, man. You deep down in your heart, you understand. You understand the way it is. But, all right, guys, let me know what you guys think. World Tournament is coming up in a couple of days, so it's much harder for me to record. So, I mean, we'll see what's going to happen with that, right? I might be a lot more hot take stuff coming. I always do a lot of hot takes around World Tournament anyway, though, so we'll see.